I'm Veronica Vance. Coming up, we celebrate the good old red, white, and blue at the Stars and Stripes Festival. We see the latest developments happening downtown Detroit, and then we visit 3 places that are unique and special to the D, so stay tuned.
Production funding for this program was made possible by the Detroit Metro Convention and Visitors Bureau, driving tourism growth in Metro Detroit since 1896. More information is available at visitdetroit.com.
Freedom Hill for their annual Stars and Stripes Festival. It's 4 days of family fun, and they got a little something for everyone. So this place is huge, and it's got something for everyone, even you shoppers, because when you come in, they've got a whole arts and crafts area like you find at any festival before you get to the rides. These are beautiful. What a nice thing to have in the middle of your dining room table.
Attitudes by Elaine. This is the famous Elaine. She does all the creating, and I do all the setup and tear down, and she loves what she's doing. No two hats are alike, and
it's my passion. Okay, I love this. Totally something I would wear. This blinged out Detroit shirt, love it. You've been nominated for something.
Yes, I'm on Martha Stewart's American Made. I'm a nominee. You can get to the link on my Facebook page, Hair Flips. And if you click on the link, it'll take you right to where my nomination is with videos, pictures, and you can leave comments too.
Martha Stewart, that's pretty cool.
I'm so excited.
And so can you demonstrate to me the hair flip again?
Absolutely.
Okay.
This is how we make a regular bun.
Hi, Brooklyn.
We're going to pull her hair back just like we're going to make a ponytail, and I'm going to put it right into the middle.
Yep.
Now you don't want to do that, you want to hold it.
Right in the
but
middle.
when I come back, see how I left the ends out?
Yeah.
Roll them right up and inside and make it snug and come up and over, and boom, it's a bun.
Just like that. It's
just
cool.
like that.
And you've got the rainbow color back there. It looks awesome. Thanks, Brooklyn.
As you can see behind us, we have a massive state fair-sized carnival. This is a 120-acre park that the carnival takes up a massive footprint of it. All the food, all the games, the midway, and we have a craft beer village in there. So we've really adapted to what we think that people have been asking for.
Right.
We have three different stages actually. One of them's a family stage where there's magic acts and family type entertainment that's going on there. And then there's a bunch of local groups from throughout Metro Detroit that are on the park stage. And then the main stage is, the amphitheater that has Sebastian Bach, Warren, and all the other folks that have played there.
It's always a 4-day festival. What, the weekend before the 4th? Is that sort of when we can always come out here and find
That's
it?
been our calling card,
Yeah.
and that's really worked out. We've had a nice niche. This kind of takes place right after the international fireworks in Detroit. We follow up right after that.
You've
so
got
it's
a
worked
great
out.
spot. And then what is Sunday night? Is it just Sunday night culminates with the fireworks?
Sunday night culminates with the fireworks, and that's the end of the event. So we go out with a bang, and some events come in with a bang. We go out with one.
All right. Well, I'm going to go explore. Thanks, Kevin.
Thank you.
Having fun at Stars and Stripes Festival.
This table here is the epitome of what Stars and Stripes is all about. The good old red, white, and blue. You guys look awesome. So even the food here isn't just your typical carnival fare. They've got all these great things they're grilling out here, all kinds of meat. You can watch it being cooked. And so always a favorite to see at any festival. We've got Andiamo here with some delicious Italian.
Amazing. Yes, great food. I like it. Good
Great
food.
food?
Good rides.
What's your favorite food?
Elephant
Favorite
ears.
food, the elephant ears
burgers.
and the hot dog.
The burgers, yeah, the burgers are really good too.
You're throwing all kinds of stuff, lots of good stuff. Right?
Yeah.
So what a fun way to get your soda pop. Look at this, Wild Bill's old-fashioned soda pop. You get it out of these wooden kegs here, fill up your big old mug. Loving all the names. Inside this pavilion under the Twinkie lights, they've got the craft beer village. They've got couches out, people are kicked back, having a good time, trying all the different local varieties of beer. This is a cool place to hang out. It's not just craft beer. What are you girls selling here?
We have hard cider here from Blake's.
Hard cider from Blake's, and there's a couple different varieties.
It's a hot seller here, I'm telling
Cellar,
you. It
yeah.
is.
It's a really all the rage lately.
It is. We sold out of Wakefire already, so we already sold out of one variety. So.
Well, they've got an awful lot of rides here at the Stars and Stripes Festival, and they've got this huge area back here just devoted for rides for the little kids. So the Groovy Bus, what do you think about that? Groovy, eh? And what's a carnival without a classic merry-go-round? And they've got lots of crazy rides for the bigger kids too. Check these guys out. It's like a Cedar Point ride. It's awesome.
It's great. I mean, I love like all the rides here, and they're just so much fun. They give you like a thrill, and I just love that about it.
It's a good caliber of rides.
Yeah, there's like a variety.
Yeah.
There's so many to choose from. If you don't like big rides, then you can go on the smaller ones, and there's like haunted houses and stuff you can go in.
Oh, that Keeper's Creek. Did you go in there? I don't know if I would go in there. Was it scary?
It was pretty scary.
Very dark.
It was
It's dark, yeah.
Oh, no. It's too much for me. I'd rather spin around.
Oh, we like the Scrambler.
The Scrambler? Was that spin you around and around?
Yeah. There's a huge selection of rides.
What's some of your favorite things about the festival?
Of the food and the games.
Wow. So history in the making right here. He's going for a Guinness World Record.
20 seconds to go. Let's go. Cheer him on.
We got 20 seconds to go to see how many he can break. Come on. So he was trying to break 16 boards in 1 minute, and he came so close. Behind me is the petting zoo area. They've got pony rides, camel rides. You can feed the animals. Look at that, they're immersed with all the birds in there. It's pretty cool. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. So they've got a royal white tiger here, and you can actually pay and feed the tiger. Look at that. And if you can believe it, they have pig racing as well.
Oh, we're looking at number one, then two came from behind and came right up in front of them. It's two, it's one, it's three, it's four. It's two, it's still two. One's coming up. Is he coming in on the inside? No, he's on the outside. It's two, it's one. It's number two by a snell.
So the stage behind me has live entertainment all week and a variety of bands. It's free when you enter. And of course, the national act you gotta buy the tickets for, but you can hear all the local bands for free. And of course, behind me is the big amphitheater. This is where all the national acts play at Stars and Stripes Festival, as well as they have concerts here all summer long. So we've got our own little concert here. What's your name?
Lyric.
Lyric? Okay, Lyric's gonna sing for us. Go ahead.
Take me to the king. I don't have much to bring. My heart's torn to pieces. It's my offering.
How old are you?
7.
7. Get out. You're going to be on American Idol one day.
Yes!
Now, do you guys come every year to this?
Yes.
And what do you think about it at Freedom Hill as a location?
I love it.
Stars and Stripes Festival, yeah!
So to go along with the Craft Beer Village, they've got a beer garden here, they've got tons of seating, we've got a chill zone over there. Great place to listen to the music and have a brewski. Well, I've had a great afternoon here, and the Stars and Stripes Festival is a definite must to add to your summer tradition. And you know who this is for. Downtown Detroit just keeps getting hotter and hotter, and new developments from the riverfront up to Midtown are really impacting this city, and the changes can be seen everywhere. Well, there are plenty of high-profile projects that a lot of us know about, right? Like the gorgeous Riverwalk Promenade and the Dequindre Cut, to dozens of new restaurants, retail, and building rehabs. And with that in mind, we are going to visit 3 pretty cool new developments. 1 is almost complete and 2 are in the works. So come on, let's go take a look. Okay, Cobo Center. We all know Cobo as Detroit's convention center, and it's just about completed its $279 million renovation. Aside from its amazing new atrium, grand ballroom, new meeting rooms, and complete high-tech makeover of its convention space, there's a transformation taking place on the exterior of the building as well. Right here on the corner of Congress and Washington Boulevard is a brand new 3,000 square foot video wraparound wall. I mean, this thing is amazing and it's impossible to miss. And it's completely transformed this corner of downtown. I mean, it gives off the vibe of Las Vegas or Times Square. And what's really cool is it can broadcast live feeds of what's happening out on the convention floor. And other times will act as a marquee and show previews of upcoming events and exhibits. So if nothing else, it's exciting and it adds electricity to the vibe down here. So next time you're down here, why don't you walk by or take a drive by and check it out for yourself. It's pretty cool. Now for a project that's currently in the works. Just like San Francisco, Seattle, and Portland, Detroit will soon have its very own streetcar line making its way up and down Woodward Avenue, and it's known as the M1 Rail Line. Construction of the M1 Rail streetcar line began in July 2014, and it should be completed toward the end of 2016. So in the meantime, we'll just have to deal with the construction along Woodward. But when it's completed, we'll have an amazing system. It'll run 3.3 miles in one direction or 6.6 miles round trip, all along Woodward. Now on the south end, it'll start at Congress Street and end at its northernmost station at West Grand Boulevard. And along the way, there will be 20 stations serving 12 locations. The cost to build the M1 rail line is about $140 million, but it's expected to generate over $3 billion in economic development over the next 10 years. And right now, there are over 130 transit-related projects underway in anticipation of the new streetcar, along with 10,000 housing units and over 5 million square feet of commercial space development within that 10-year period. So what's it going to cost to take a ride? Well, right now they've got it figured out at about $1.50. So get ready to cruise Woodward in a whole new way. Also, along the Woodward corridor, before you know it, the Detroit Red Wings are going to have a brand new home. After 33 years of playing at Joe Louis Arena, the Red Wings are moving, but not just to anywhere. They're moving to an area that's being called District Detroit, and they're hard at work. So what is the District Detroit? It's a massive new event center that will include new residential, office, and retail space, a community green space, and a piazza. And it's going to be segmented into exciting zones or neighborhoods, each with their own little unique flair and vibe. There are 5 of these zones. Columbia Street is the first one, and it's going to be designed as a European-style community near the Fox Theater in Fillmore, Detroit, with cobblestone walkways. Columbia Park is the second. It'll provide a new public green space right behind the Fox. Wildcat Corner is another, and it's going to be a community of restaurants, office, residential, and retail. Camps Park Village is the fourth, and it's going to be designed as a charming, relaxing neighborhood with art galleries and cafes. But the epicenter will be Woodward Square. This will have a new stadium for the Detroit Red Wings, along with additional world-class sports and entertainment venues. Dining of all types, loft living, nightclubs, and more, all happening 365 days a year. Well, the shovels are in the ground, and these plans will be a reality right around 2017. You know, there really is an electric vibe going on in the D, and we are proving that we really are America's great comeback city. Stay tuned. There are plenty of things to see and do in Metro Detroit this month, and our calendar of events is up next to point you in the right direction. Salute America with the DSO at Greenfield Village, then celebrate all cultures of music at the Concert of Colors. Downtown Wyandotte hosts their annual street art fair, and the Michigan Elvis Fest takes over historic Depot Town. Flimis Art in the Park features fine art, crafts, and fun, and classic rock all-stars rock the riverfront. Head to Trenton to see boats and jet skis roar on the river, then to Freedom Hill for the weekend when everyone's Italian. The Sterling Fest Art and Music Fair offers tons of fun, and punk rock fans won't want to miss the Vans Warped Tour. The Maker Fair at the Henry Ford is an inventor's delight, and the Orchard Lake Fine Art Show is one of the top in the country. Enjoy luxury autos at the Concours d'Elegance, then relive days gone by at the Clinton Township Gratiot Cruise. To learn of any changes, log on to visitdetroit.com or call 1-800-DETROIT.
Things are happening in Detroit that are going to reinvent the American city.
Those of us who have been here a long time can tell you that it's never been more vibrant.
And it really represents the future, what the future can be and what the future is becoming. Let's start at 5 a.m. We have joggers that are running through our state park, that are running on the riverfront.
I kind of like that Detroit has its own vibe right now. Like, it's awesome to be Chicago and it's awesome to be New York, but we kind of have like this underdog thing going on.
Visitors come in from out of town and they absolutely adore the city of Detroit.
When they get here, what they see is different than what they've come to expect.
I've been all over the country, and downtown Detroit is as safe as anywhere I've been.
There is so much to do in this city, and it's not like every other city.
All of us in downtown Detroit recognize that safety is the key to everything.
Come to Detroit and see for yourself.
You gotta see it to believe it. The D. It's a very unique place to visit for a ton of great reasons. We have all kinds of places to visit that you can't find anyplace else, and I'm talking about destinations like the Ford Rouge Factory Tour, the Motown Museum, our Auto Baron homes, some of our one-of-a-kind auto events like Autopalooza, and the largest fireworks display in North America celebrating the 4th of July. And now we're going to visit 3 one-of-a-kind destinations. First, we're going to head over to Detroit's own Better Made Chip Factory to see how the country's greatest tasting chips are made. Then we're off to the Lark, one of the top restaurants in the country located right here in West Bloomfield Township. And finally, to the most remarkable Detroit sports memorabilia store, the Detroit Athletic Company. Really cool Detroit. So now let's go grab some chips at the Better Made Potato Chip Factory in Detroit.
This is how it all begins. From the farmer, he ships his potatoes loose inside a big semi-truck.
So they just drop out of the truck down into here. Okay.
Well, the potatoes go into the peeler, which is a brushing action, and it takes a minimal amount of the skin off.
Okay. Then from that step, then it goes up.
It goes up into the slicer. When the chips are sliced, they go into the cold water rinse tank.
Okay.
And then it takes the starch out of the potato. And then we rinse them, and then we blow the excess water off before it goes into the fryer.
Okay, so can I grab an ultimate fresh potato chip here? Yummy. Well, Sam, it smells yummy over here for popcorn.
Well, we make 4 different kinds of popcorn. We make butter popcorn, we make cheese popcorn, we make hot cheese popcorn, and we make white cheddar. We pop it with hot air. You can feel the hot air coming out here. Now this is plain old popcorn, no seasoning, no flavoring, nothing. Just as it comes out of the hot air popper.
I like it plain though, it's good.
Then it goes into the seasoning tank here, where the flavoring is added.
This is the seasoning for the
cheese
popcorn.
and oil, yeah.
Cheese and oil.
Ooh, now the good stuff.
We use real cheese.
Yum. Well, Sam, I didn't even know they made some of these flavors.
Oh, yeah.
I'm overwhelmed with all the choices in
And this
here.
is probably the only place in the city you can find everything that we make in one spot.
So you can come here and you can buy all of these different flavors.
Yep.
Parmesan and garlic.
That's Salvatore's named right after me, see? It's got a
Okay.
nice tang to it with no heat. Our potato sticks, which are not new,
And you're going to start shipping these then.
in canisters all over the country. We got good stuff.
So now we're going to go from popcorn and potato chips to a high-end 5-course meal for some of the most delicious dishes you'll ever taste. I'm talking about the one-of-a-kind Lark Restaurant.
In a restaurant of this type, a very fine restaurant, you have to do 100 things right every night.
If you want to eat here, you want to spend a lot, about 3 hours to finish a meal, start to finish?
I would say 2 hours and 23 minutes.
Okay.
We begin our dinner here with a hors d'oeuvre trolley, chilled hors d'oeuvres, which always has certain items. Gulf of Mexico shrimp, chilled, our famous curry duck salad, oysters on the half shell, vegetable salad, and typically salmon. The hors d'oeuvre trolley is included in the fixed price dinner, and you can have whatever you want.
Really?
Certainly. This is our dessert trolley, and most people choose this for dessert. The other possibility would be an Austrian souffle. And it's carte blanche, which means you may have whatever you wish. Or you could have seconds.
Really?
Yes.
Now the main event, and now Jim, what is it again that I've ordered?
You have ordered the Copper Cataplana. We are the only restaurant outside of Portugal to serve this. It's
in the whole
in the whole world.
Wow.
They do it in this copper clam shell. It is mixed seafood and Portuguese sausage with a wonderful sauce.
This looks and smells wonderful, and we've got such a variety of seafood in here.
We have all the goodies. They have mussels,
Clams?
clams,
And this
gulf shrimp.
What is this sausage again?
We have chorizo, as in Portugal. This is our most popular dish. This is generally considered the best lamb preparation served in the United States. So it is extremely popular. And we nibble our bones. So I go around and say, "You gonna nibble your bones?" And
Yeah.
I said, "Can we?" I said, "We'd be hurt if we didn't."
Well, shall we get back to our food then? Shall we say bon appetit?
Bon appetit.
And now for something completely different. Detroit is a huge sports town. We love our teams, and we've got legendary franchises here. We've got the Detroit Red Wings, the Pistons, the Lions, and Tigers. And over at the Detroit Athletic Company, you'll find all kinds of incredible memorabilia, particularly focused on the Detroit Tigers. But baseball fans, it doesn't matter who you cheer for, you're going to find this place incredible.
Tigers won the ball game. Kirk Gibson has done it. He got it over the roof in right field, over the third deck.
There's a tremendous amount of history, baseball history here in Detroit.
Yeah.
And I like to think of ourselves as the keepers of the archives. My brother and I started out actually as street vendors outside of the ballpark in 1982.
Did you?
We sold peanuts. In a lot of ways, our store has turned into a museum, and those are the original box seats from Navin Field. They were inside the ballpark from 1912 until 1977 when they were removed for a modern day renovation. Those are probably considered the rarest of all figural seats in baseball. Walter Briggs, the owner of the Tigers, renovated the ballpark in 1938. He had those installed. He went an extra step and had those figural tigers added to the ends of them.
Okay, Steve, so what exactly is this that I'm holding here?
It's an actual security guard's badge from Briggs Stadium.
Is this something for sale?
That's not for sale. Those are the type of things that we tend to put on display.
Okay.
And that I think is what gives the store a little bit more of a museum quality feel. That's an interesting piece on the wall. Even though he wasn't a Detroit Tiger, Ted Williams was extremely popular. He hit a walk-off home run in the 1941 All-Star game at Briggs Stadium. He's getting ready to cross the plate and he's shaking hands with Joe DiMaggio. Matted into the frame is an actual ticket stub from the game.
Oh, that's a cool picture.
We've been told before that this store belongs in Cooperstown, New York.
Yeah.
And I think there's some truth to that because we're actual fans of the team. And I think it shows. It shows in the way we display our artifacts, the way that we merchandise our products and things like that.
Yeah. So there it is, a little more unique Detroit for you to go out and discover on your own. Just take the time to explore because there's so much to see and do here that if you do, I guarantee you'll be back for more. Well, that's our show. Thanks for watching. I'm Veronica Vance. And remember, if you'd like more information on any of the places we visited, log on to visitdetroit.com. So until I see you next time, go out and explore on your own and discover the D.
To learn about discounts and special offers for featured attractions, plus how to get copies of Visit Detroit magazine, click on visitdetroit.com.
Production funding for this program was made possible by the Detroit Metro Convention and Visitors Bureau, driving tourism growth in Metro Detroit since 1896. More information is available at visitdetroit.com.